All right, guys, it's that time again to step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just for Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis C.
And Illinois' most hated wrestling fan, Steve Doris.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am back with Steve. Hashtag SSteve. Hashtag Superfan Steve. Fact checking Steve. We are back here talking independent wrestling, which we have a couple shows we're going to cover here in this episode. Mostly going to go over some of the fallout from the SCW Descension 8 from a couple weeks ago. We're also going to talk about the upcoming PPW show on September 4th up in Holmen, Wisconsin, as well as kind of dive a little bit into Warrior Wrestling that Steve will be attending in a couple weeks up in Chicago Heights at the Marian Catholic School, Marian Catholic High School. Do you know if tickets are still available for that show, or have they sold out?
Yes. You have to go to Warrior Wrestling's Facebook page, and you can buy them through that way. And they also doing a meet and greet. Okay. So how their tickets are is they have bleachers you can sit in. I think those are $32. Or you can sit on the football field, which is like $47. And you just buy them through their Facebook, goes your email. And then they do a meet and greet. I think it's from 5 to 6:30. Those are $75 a piece.
Wow.
So
which one did you do?
Unfortunately, because I had to drop some money on my wife's truck last Friday. We couldn't record the show, like $600. Right now, we have the field seats, but we're going to try to get the meet and greets because New Japan Pro Wrestling star Jay White, if anybody's not familiar with him, look him up. Also, Brian Cage is going to be there. I'm hoping Lance Archer. Those are two guys I want to meet are Lance Archer and Jay White. Gotcha. I'm not a big person.
No, I got you. Let's talk about that show a little bit later. I want to talk about that.
Geez, here we go.
You don't get into it, man.
Are we burying people?
No, we never bury anybody. But we'll get to that show. We'll definitely get to that show later on this episode. Because like I said, we got a couple episodes that we do got get through. And we're also going to talk about the upcoming SCW Intensity show on August 28th. So we're going to cover all that in this episode. But before we dive into it, I want to quickly talk about a new sponsor that I mentioned on the other JFW show that I kind of finalized some agreements with that I mentioned a couple of times, and that is CarterComics.com. Nice. I spent over the last week trying to get everything situated on the best way to get the most out of my partnership with them. And it's not so much a sponsorship to where it's going to so much make us money, but it's going to help give back to the fans of JFW. So for those of you who don't know, WWE has come out with a few different kinds of comic books. One in particular that I'm talking about is a Triple H comic book. Who the fuck is playing music in the background?
You hear that?
I could definitely hear that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, turn that down. My kid's watching Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Excellent. I just don't need them people to come at me because their sound is in my video and I get demonetized and I lose money. Mother.
Is that better?
Yes. Perfect.
All right, perfect.
And that's why people love our show because I'm not editing this part out of it. This is stuck in here now.
That's all right.
People are committed to your flaws, and that's what I'm appreciating about.
Hey, like ECW, we don't lie to the fans, and
right.
If we fuck up, we fuck up.
That's right. It's raw, and that's what people love about the JFW product. So, WWE came out with a Triple H comic. I'm not too familiar with the comics because I've yet to see them. I should be getting a copy of it fairly soon, so I can kind of release it to you guys to see it. But they're graded comics that I worked with CarterComics.com with, and we're going to run a promotion to where when you purchase comic books from CarterComics.com, and in the shipping instructions and stuff, they give you a little comic box that you fill in. When you put in JFW into that little box, along with the order that you make through CarterComics.com, they're going to send you the Triple H comic book absolutely free. So,
nice.
Yes. So we're just getting back. I'm just waiting on the what the requirements are to receive the book as far as a purchase limit and stuff like that, because obviously you can't walk in there, we'll go up to the website, buy something for like $4 and expect to get something. We want Carter Comics to do great business, and it's really an honor and a privilege to do this with them, especially with them just giving away these comics. Now there's only 20. Yeah. It's a limit of 20 comics. Only 20 people are going to get these comics absolutely free. But I just want to give you guys a heads up on it now, so you can go to cartercomics.com and create your profile on the website. That way, when we get all the logistics of it finalized, we'll post it up on our Facebook page. We'll also mention on the next show what you got to do in order to get the free comic. Like I said, they are graded and everything too. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to partner up with them.
Nice.
And
sounds like a great opportunity, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they want to partner up with Freaknet Studios as a whole. So this is not only going to affect Just Freakin' Wrestling on the main show, Just Freakin' Wrestling on the indie show, but also this freaking show that I co-host with Cartoon Joe when we come back from hiatus and start rolling out those again. So for you guys who are fans out there of comics and everything, not just wrestling, but all comics in general, check out cartercomics.com. Because there is a video here, I'll go ahead and I'll put it like right here, something like that. Like right somewhere over here. I don't remember. Somewhere in here. I'll just put Carter Comics along the bottom of it. I'm assuming you know how to spell Carter. I'm assuming you know how to spell comics, but just in case, I'll put it right there and everything. Like I said, sign up, get your profile ready, because as soon as I get all the information to you, I want you to get on that website. I want you to buy his comics. Make sure you put JFW in the shipping instructions so they know that you are a JFW fan and that you are going to be receiving one of 20 of the graded Triple H comic books. So super excited for that.
Right. I thought maybe they made we're comic book designers. I was like, man, we can get our own comic book.
I would love that. I was talking to a company over in the UK who makes custom Funko Pops. And
really?
I was hoping to work with them on possibly getting some like custom Freaknet Funko Pops, but they're just a little too much on my price range. And obviously, I would need a regular Funko Pop and a Chase limited edition Travesty Funko Pop too. So it'd be twice the money for me, obviously, but it's worth it.
What were they? What were they charging?
I want to say it was like $80, $95, something like that, not including the shipping of them. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're custom Funko Pops. So that's awesome. But, I mean, $80-$90 is, I mean, it is pretty high, especially when you're looking at getting like 5 of them done. So,
yeah.
So maybe down the line, we'll see what happens. When the sponsorships start rolling in and we start getting more sponsors who want to give us more money for the work that we do for them.
Those checks come rolling in.
Yeah. Do you want to do a sponsor? Or do you want me to keep doing them? Because I'm not sure where you're at comfortable wise as far as doing our sponsors.
I could try to do ball wash.
Yeah,
was that from pole to pole? They got you covered.
Well, God, no, see, you're fucking it up, bud.
I'll let you do it. See, I need a script in front of me. I'm not. I don't have that.
No, Steve, you don't need a script in front of you. What you need to do is you need to listen to every single fucking episode that I've done over the last 2 years that has the ball with sponsors in it.
That's all I gotta do, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I am horrible. My memory sucks.
Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. We're going to be working on this stuff because I have gotten some feedback on our show. And, it's some of the normal generic, like, hey, Travis, you're fucking crushing it again. Way to go. Way to be the guy. You rule, man. We listen because of you.
Well, and yeah, of course.
I mean, it's the norm that I get. It's me, for God's sake.
Right.
But I did get one negative thing that said, Travis, you gotta let Steve talk more. You're kind of talking over him. You're not giving an opportunity to speak and talk and everything. You're just allowing him to answer you once in a while. So I want to pull away from that because I know I got some feedback like that back when me and Dizzle J started. I didn't let Dizzle J talk. When Dally joined the group and we didn't let Dally talk. So I'm trying to open it up more, man. So I'm gonna help you with these plugs down the line. I'll do them today.
Well, you're like the circus ringmaster, and we just fill in. You're like the one that pulling the strings, and we're like, okay, just
Yeah, you're like Robin, and I'm like Howard Stern. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
I am the tallest Jewish guy, and you're the black lady of the group. So,
well, if you're Howard Stern, where are you getting the Kabaska lady on the show?
So okay. Speaking of cabasas, this episode is also brought to you by ballwash.com. From head to toe, from hole to pole, when it comes to your sack, they got your back because nothing gets your wiener cleaner than ballwash.com. It's not only the shampoos and conditioners and body washes that they supply you that gets your body all clean and ready for the day, but they go even beyond the general hygienic products that you need, such as Ball Guard, which goes on as a lotion, dries as a powder. So when you're out in the hot, sweaty, gross, humid days of Illinois, you need something to help your chafing in your nether regions, and Ball Wash is a perfect thing for that. Ball Guard is a perfect thing for that because it helps you in the sense that what baby powder would do, but without the mess that it leaves in your bathroom. So make sure you check out their Ball Guard. And also, if you're just like, I don't know, maybe Steve, who has a significant other at home, and maybe once in a while they like to throw down and get weird, ballwash.com also provides a lubricant. So you can enjoy those hot, heated nights at your leisure. I, for one, am single. Go. I also use the lubricants. But even beyond that, I know, right? Even beyond that, they got boxers, hand sanitizers. They got traveling packs, so you could, get your Ball Wash products all together for when you travel. They got everything. Like I said, from head to toe, from hole to pole. Make sure you check out ballwash.com. Fill that cart with all their amazing products, and then when you use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET. You save 15% in your entire order. Check out ballwash.com as well as Audible. Audible is a one-stop shop for all audiobooks. I mean, if you're just like me and you like stories, but you just don't read them some bitches yourself, you'd rather have someone else do it because you're a 5-year-old who likes a bedtime story. Audible is the best place for you to go. Make sure you check out audibletrial.com/freaknet. Again, that's FREAKNET. You'll save you'll get a 30-day free trial of Audible plus a credit to your first book purchase. So you can pick up any book that you've been trying to figure out which one you want. Like, I know I want to get this book, but I know I'm not going to read it. Well, guess what? You can get that book absolutely free. Plus, somebody will read it to you for the next 30 days. Try it out. Cancel at any time. Like I said, audibletrial.com/freaknet. 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase. Speaking of Audible, which is owned by Amazon, Amazon is now sponsoring JFW as well as Freaknet Studios by offering you a subscription to Amazon Music. That's right. It's finally there. It's finalized. It's ready to go. And all you got to do is go to getamazonmusic.com/freaknet. FREAKNET. Everything Freaknet here, Steve. Everything is Freaknet because Freaknet Studios is the place to be. Sign up for Amazon Music. Get a 30-day subscription of Amazon. Try it out. They have just as much, if not more, music than any other music subscription sites. I don't want to name any names. Let's just say Spotify and Pandora. I don't know. I'm just saying.
There you go.
They have more. And not only that, not only music, but they have podcasts. Podcasts like JFW are on Amazon Music right now. So I've told you guys a lot of awesome things here. I'm telling you, 15% off on Ball Wash, 30-day free trial of Audible, 30-day free trial of Amazon Music. Go to Carter Comics and get a free comic book. See, I'm doing so much for these guys. It's insane.
And the least they could do is go visit these websites and patronize our sponsors to help them stay in business.
100%. And I know you guys are thinking.
You can watch your balls while you listen to somebody else read you a book and then look at the comic book when you're done.
That's true. You could use the lubricant by looking at the book if you're one of those weirdos. But,
God damn it.
I know you guys are thinking, Travesty, you threw a lot at us just now. Like a lot of websites and promo codes and stuff. It's like it's all too confusing. Well, that's okay. Because we here at JFW want to help you guys. So if you want to talk to us about any of these sponsors we have, just let us know. Message us on Facebook at JFW Podcast, or you can email us, jfwpodcast@yahoo.com, and say, hey, Travesty, Chad here. I want to check out that 30-day free trial of Amazon Music, but I just didn't catch that URL. I'll message you and tell you what it is. I'll give you the exact link you need to follow because we want to help you guys to get the best opportunity to get as much free shit as you can, especially during this pandemic where it seems like everyone is really struggling for money. So,
right.
I would do that for you. Dizzle J would do that for you. Gally would do that for you. And even Steve will do it for you. And Steve doesn't do a lot of shit for a lot of people, but he will do this for you guys.
No.
100%.
But I will, I'll help them.
Right? Right? Because helping you guys helps us. And we love nothing more than helping ourselves. So
there you go.
Yeah. Steve, what if I was to tell you that I haven't recorded anything yet?
What do you mean?
I'm just fucking with you. Okay. I'm gonna give you the choice here, man. We got 4 things we gotta talk about today: SCW Descension, SCW Intensity, Warrior Wrestling, and PPW. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's go with Descension because I can tell people my fuck up.
All right, perfect. So, we're not going to come over every little bitty aspect of Descension. We're just going to cover the main focus points of it. SCW does release the matches from their shows up on their YouTube page, so you can check out their YouTube page, Southland Championship Wrestling, whenever you're free. And while you're on YouTube, why don't you go ahead and check out JFW Podcast on YouTube, Just Freaking Wrestling, and hit that notification bell and subscribe to us so you can watch me and Steve in video rather than just audio, which I'm assuming you're doing now on your way to your shitty job that you just don't like to do.
Not everybody has a shitty job. Some
That's
people like
not.
the job.
Everyone has a shitty job. Everyone has a shitty job.
I don't.
What do you do, Steve?
I make good money. That's what I do.
Yeah, I'm not saying the money's bad. I'm just saying the job ain't good.
Oh, I love my job.
If you and I got signed to WWE to host a podcast on the WWE network, would that be a better job than you have now?
Financially? Oh, hell yeah. But
you imagine? But we'd probably have to move to Connecticut.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to talk about the WWE product.
I know, right? I'll go. You guys can watch me on Peacock.
Anyway. Shit, that's the shittiest streaming service ever. But on to other things.
Yep. So Descension happened a couple weeks ago. They had a couple good matches that were on the card. Well, I mean, all the matches were pretty good. Obviously, there's a pecking order on what we think is the best match of the night. We've always done that for years. It's nothing against anyone. It's just JMPs. You know what I'm saying? JMP.
Keeping it JMP.
Right? For those of you who didn't catch last week's show, first off, go listen to last week's show. How dare you? But JMP is just my opinion. We have great matches that we put up in like a top tier, and that's obviously the Aaron Xavier World Title match. That was the James Creed match. And then there were some good matches as well on the card, such as the Women's Championship Angel, who we saw win the title from Paloma. Steve, I know you had
Yeah, I had trouble with the dams, not to cut you off.
You had a technical issue with it because you live out little past where Jesus left his shoes. I get it.
I live 10 miles south from where Southland hosts their fucking shows. So I don't live that far away.
Have you ever heard the expression bumfuck Egypt?
Yeah, and I'm not there yet.
I know, you're like 5 minutes past that. So just saying. So yeah,
the damn thing kept buffering and then lagging, and my dumbass said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna shut it off." I thought I could go back and watch the replay.
Well, I'm not that smart. Like I said, you'll be able to watch those matches when they get uploaded onto their YouTube channel. So, I'm just gonna tell you what I remember from it. I'm gonna tell you the points that I kind of noticed. One of the focal points, obviously, is SCW has a new women's champion in Angel. We talked to Evil Gains and Evil a couple weeks ago about their plans for SCW. And not only did that include the tag team titles that they want to get from Elite Pain, but also the women's title. Like they want to be that dynasty in SCW. I know, right? Doing 2 shows, man. It's fucking goofy. But they got step 1 done when Angel beat Paloma. Now, granted, maybe it was a little I don't want to say cheating. What's the
creative
term?
way to win?
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And it's
So
only
exactly.
cheating. It's only cheating if you get caught.
Yes, and you know what? One of the reasons I enjoyed this pay per view over older pay per views because John Hurt wasn't there to interfere just because he didn't like the way the match ended. So
Oh, Wrinkle Shirt wasn't there?
Ringo sure wasn't there. I'm a firm believer of um, the referee's decision is final. I think the problem with John Hurt was just like Sentinel, he let that shit go to his head. Now the only difference was Sentinel let it go to his head where he believed everybody loved him because he was doing the right thing. John Hurt let it go to his head where he's like, "Hey, I have power to do whatever I want."
Yep. Drunk
Well,
with power.
exactly. And that power really isn't present as we also look into the fact that at Descension, it was determined that there will be a three-way tag match to determine the president of SCW. So we saw Keith come out. We didn't see Bo Anderson at SCW, but we did see Adam Cage. So
was he walking?
He was commentating. He was a little busy. He was busy doing some commentating stuff. So
I heard he was hobbling along.
Well, there's therapy to what you need to do to get better. You know, and you can't take that away from the guy. Maybe he was a little wobbly, maybe he was limping around, but you know what? You can't say 100% a month. You know, in a month.
Here's the problem.
Yeah,
Bulletproof got rid of the dead weight, which was Adam Cage, and now he's so damn poor he has to pimp himself out to go sit with a podcaster wannabe and commentate a pay-per-view in a little old town.
you're talking about the host of the Power Hour there.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him any free publicity on this show.
I'm gonna do what I did with Steve. Not Steve. I'm gonna do to Steve what I did with Hunter. I'm just gonna keep saying shit until he acknowledges me. I'm like Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, but without the bullshit realization that I'm not gonna get over.
But yeah, Adam Cage had to pimp himself out and do commentating. And I know you kept messing me through night, keep me updated, and then looking at Tennessee, it looks like old Terry. And one thing I want to get to you and Dally, and Dally should know this. She should be ashamed of herself because of her history with Terry Allen, with her family. You guys didn't know if he was going by Terry Archer, Terry Allen.
I've heard
Terry Allen.
I've heard both, bro. And that's why I have you on the show, Steve.
Do you understand a shoot name and a wrestling name? Terry Allen. That's how he's recognized in the ring. TA, it was what people call him.
Here's the thing, man. That's why I need you here. I need you. I mean, even though you're in witness protection mode at the fucking moment, God, this boo-foo ass fucking signal that you're working with.
We have broadband infinity in Ashcombe. This is where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm assuming
witness protection.
I'm assuming the only reason you're blurry is because somebody's trying to make a call on a landline right now. That's what I can always assume. But no, but that's why I have you on here, Steve, so you could correct those mistakes that I made. Now, coming from Dally, hey, that's on her. She should have known. She works for SCW. She's had a history in the in the business. She should have known. So at least I know, and at least I'm not the kind of guy to assume that I'm right. And like I said, I see things on social media one way or another. So at least I know it's Alan, and I can move on from there. TA, a lot easier. But for those of our listeners who are new to the independents, especially in the Midwest, I want to say Terry Allen, so people can look up Terry Allen, because I don't want to say TA and they type in TA Wrestling and Magnum TA comes up. You know what I'm saying?
Or they type in TNA Wrestling, or TNA comes up, if you know what I mean, by accident.
Yeah, or Test and Albert from the fucking late 90s.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. So a lot of TNAs that we're discussing here, but Terry Allen came out from after a long speech that Keith was putting out about him, being the leader and the ruler and this and that and the other thing. We've heard it several times. I know you're a big supporter of Keith and taking back dominance.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, if Keith wasn't with Bulletproof, would you have the same feelings about him?
Yes.
Now, why is that?
Yes, I would. Keith has always done right by SCW.
Okay.
I'm the type of person, even if I don't get even if I don't like you personally, but businessly you're doing right, I'll support you. I ain't got to like you, but if you're doing what's right by the business, by a company that, I support down here in Bumfuck Egypt, as you call it.
Boo-foo. And boo-foo, boy.
Boo-foo. Bumfuck, just MP. Just JMP.
JMP.
But no, I thought he did a better job than Sentinel. A monkey could do a better job than Sentinel. This is the same guy I thought Bushwhackers were the best fucking tag team around.
Well,
good God.
Being at the shows, you clearly saw a monkey do a better job than Sentinel. The monkey just doesn't know how to wear a shirt that's been pressed. So there's been a match announced for SCW Intensity where it's going to be a team of Doug Keefe, which I believe it's been announced is VJ Price and Bo Anderson, taking on a team of Sentinel's Choice and a team of Terry Allen's Choice. So there hasn't been an official announcement on who Sentinel's team is or who Terry Allen's team is. But wouldn't it be amazing if we were to get one of those guys onto this show and maybe announce who their tag team is?
Hey, if we could, that'd be great.
Right?
You can pull those strings, Puppet Master.
I'm gonna have to figure out if I could get them onto the show, because I've seen SCW send a lot of their talent over to the Power Hour. I'm just wondering why I'm not sending them our way either.
Are they salty? Should it be called Salty Championship Wrestling or what? I don't know. I don't know what you did to make them mad.
I didn't do anything, man. All I did was give them the world, and they're just ripping my heart out. It's like every relationship I've ever been in my life, man. Yeah.
Give them everything, and they still shit on you.
Yeah. I think what I got to do is I just got to, go back to the way things were, and just instead of trying to go through Sentinel, I'm just going to go back to the board of directors, because there is a couple of people on that board who appreciate what I do here on JFW for SCW. So much so that we came to an agreement within SCW. So I can't give away what it is. But it does involve me. It does involve me.
Just
I'm excited.
You? Nobody else?
No, just me.
Nobody else? Wow, you kind of go into business for yourself, huh?
Do you want to know why, Steve? You want to know why it's just me?
Why?
I just recorded a show last week with Dally, and there was no Dizzle J, right? You see what I'm saying? We were supposed to record this show on Sunday. Or we're supposed to record the show the previous Friday. I mean, I'm not saying that,
Let's see. It's called life.
Well,
life
you know what? Well, you know what, bro? Fucking just, sometimes just push life to the side. Oh, babe, your truck don't work? Don't worry about it. We'll get it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. To be all serious, there is something for travesty. I've worked hard for this. But I'm working on an idea to get you guys involved as well. So, I'm excited for
it. You do deserve it. I'm just giving you shit, man. I'm happy for you because you won't tell me what it is, but
I want it to be a surprise for everybody. To be honest,
when are we gonna find out?
I don't know yet. I'm going to say you're going to find out within the next 90 days.
Good God.
Yeah. It's a process, man. It's just like you said, sometimes life gets in the way. In all honesty, you could have found out in a couple weeks, but because the way life is, I can't make the dates that they want. So it's going to be a 90-day thing. Within 90 days, everyone's going to see what it is. And to be honest with you, I don't fully understand what my part is, but I know that I'm part of it. So I'm excited for it. And I hope you guys
you're gonna be like interviewing wrestlers, interviewer, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
That's been up for discussion. Well, I can tell you this much. So, you guys who do follow Southland Championship Wrestling have seen on their Facebook page SCW High Voltage.
Right.
There hasn't really been a clarity on what high voltage is. Steve, you and I speculated behind closed doors that we thought it was like an SCW podcast, and they were just going out on their own and doing their own show, kind of pulling away from us. So because of that paranoia, I took it upon myself to ask, what is SCW high voltage? So what SCW high voltage is, and to give the most clear sense of what it is very similar to AEW Dark or a small form of NXT. It is the new trainees, it's the newcomers to SCW who may not be getting on a match card at SCW to be forming their own matches on their own show every month or every couple months at the Performance Center. It's going to be recorded and released on YouTube, just like AEW Dark is. So I'm like 95% sure I'm explaining this right. So I am going to be associated with that. As far as
I knew it.
Okay, here's the thing. As far as my role, I'm not quite sure what it is. I can tell you for a fact it's not going to be wrestling. There's not, that's not on the table.
Oh, come on. I thought Kamala's son would be a great gimmick.
Nah. If anything, it'd be either Bastion Booger or King Kong Bundy or I don't know, fucking Viscera with that Sosa Michael Jackson disease. Was that called like alopecia or some bullshit like that? I don't fucking know. Yeah. But the point is, there's been discussions between me and the SCW board of directors on a role, because I think they finally heard me saying, hey, I want to be president of SCW. I want to be the leader of SCW. I deserve that opportunity. Clearly, they came back and said, hey, no, but we do want you. We do want you in the industry. So they came to me with this opportunity to work with High Voltage. Obviously, I've mentioned numerous times, I am a 13-year vet in the business. I did go to wrestling school for 9 months 13 years ago, so it counts. Right?
God damn it!
Right? I love saying it because I know it gets Hunter every time. It's like, dude, you can't say it, but I will.
Oh, that's great.
But they like my talking. They like the way I present the information to the business, to the fans. So I don't know if it's commentating, I don't know if it's announcing, I don't know if it's managing. I just don't know what it is. I know for a fact, my personal choice, it isn't wrestling. So you're going to see me at SCW Intensity. In what capacity, I don't know yet. That's still yet to be determined. But like I said, their first recording and show and everything, I believe, is this coming Sunday, which is it the 4th, or I'm sorry, not the 4th, the 5th, 8th.
No,
I think
8th.
Sure, 8th. Okay, cool, whatever, man. I don't know what day it is today. So the 8th. So obviously I'm working Sunday, so I can't get there to finalize the decision. But hopefully at the next show, whenever it is booked and set up, I'm hoping to be there. So there's the big surprise. So and Steve, you're hearing it before even Daly and Dizzle J. They don't even know what I'm doing. They know nothing about it.
Well, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy. You'll be good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. And the best part is I could be in SCW and I don't have to deal with Sentinel in any way. I mean, how awesome is that?
Shit. Who knows? May be around.
Right? Maybe in 3 weeks he won't even be part of it at all, because we don't know who is dumb enough to be his team. My guess, give me a guess. Who is Sentinel's tag team for this match?
Honestly, I thought it might possibly be Evil Gains and Evil.
Okay.
And then I thought maybe Terry Allen's would be Elite Pain, just because they got, Evil Gains and Evil. You know what I mean? Just they got issues with each other. I could be totally wrong. Shit.
If I had to choose, I'm going to say Sentinel is going to get the only friends he has in that locker room, and that's going to be the Alliance of Hope. I think it's going to be Sheik and Natasha Crane.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, man. I mean, there's not a lot of people in that locker room. I mean, I've done interviews with multiple people at SCW. I mean, yeah, he's He has the SCW heavyweight champion JPH drinking the Kool-Aid of the Sentinel, if you will. Creed is kind of in the same boat. The Alliance of Hope. Outside of that, not many people are on Team Sentinel. So
True.
unless he's able to pull some strings and get the heavyweight champion involved, we know James Creed has a match also booked for Intensity. Sorry. Fucking
Insanity.
Fuck
are you drinking? Shit.
I tell you if they sponsored the podcast.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm. So Intensity, James Creed already has a match. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the person, but apparently they have been at SCW before.
Yeah. Mike. God, what's his last name? Can't think of it.
If I had to guess, first off, this guy looks like Bobby Blues. So, he actually looks like
he's pretty damn good though.
Okay, so other than the appearance of Bobby Blues, that's about it. I would say it looks like if Bobby Blues and the fucking Chucky doll had like a baby, it'd be this guy. I guess Mikey Wild. I don't know if the X is silent.
Yeah, Mikey Wild. Yeah, he's pretty good. It's been a while since he's been there. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he's taking on.
He won't disappoint. He won't disappoint.
Yeah, we're taking on sharpshooter James Creed. So you think
alleged sharpshooter still not proved? He has no verification that he's a sharpshooter. No certificate by the state police of Illinois to prove that he's a certified sharpshooter. It's where people gotta say alleged sharpshooter.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this: you know Bulletproof LLC more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the videos of the buildings and the planes and the boats.
And boats and hose.
Bo has pockets and they're pretty deep. So if he wanted to, he could probably buy maybe some heavier hitters, some veteran talent. Nothing against DJ Price, but I mean, you can sit there and buy,
could line the pockets of the other teams too.
Yeah,
take a dive.
But does Bo have more pull than Terry?
Sometimes money's better than pull.
That's true.
And you never know. Terry could get somebody that hasn't wrestled in years and pull him out of retirement from Windy City and just shock everybody. You never know.
Yeah. Well, we've seen Windy City wrestlers like in and out of SCW, ARW, DWA. And I mean, I remember at the DWA show, I want to say it was their second show. Where they had like the Windy City reunion.
Are you talking about 10-19-19?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That was not just a DWA show. It was SCW, ARW, and DWA.
That was 100% a DWA show. It was announced as a DWA.
The hell it was.
It was a DWA
show. Three company show. That was not just DWA.
That was 100% a DWA show.
Are you trying to get some bookings with them?
DWA? No one from DWA ever talks to me, man. Even when I bought their shirt, I got no fucking talking from them. No, that's not. No, that's. Good luck to DWA if they ever do come back. But I've reached out and I got no responses back. So I'm not worried about them. I already got stuff, man. I got 3 podcasts and now I got a high voltage to deal with. My plate is full. Travesty is being pulled in every fucking direction, brother.
You're like Stretch Armstrong. You be just like,
right? Or like Flubber.
Or I was thinking Terry Allen could bring. You never know, could bring back the Lunatic.
Could you imagine, like the was it the Asylum? Braun and Lunatic,
and the nurse Eric Edwards.
Yeah, so I mean that'd be a cool return to see.
That's one thing. Bane X is. I heard Bane X is coming back. It was announced at the last show that he's returning to action.
Yay!
Oh, come on, man! I don't usually cheer for a lot of guys, but I like Bane X.
I like Bane X for the work he does outside the ring. But if you're retired, stay retired. I've always believed that.
I don't think he retired. I think he had to step away for neck issues.
No, he retired. No, he definitely said he retired. He fucking retired, and now he's coming back. He is edginess. He's Daniel Bryan-ness. He is fucking Ric Flair-ness. He is Terry Funkiness. He is funking us up. He is funking us in the ass, man. He is Terry Funkiness.
Nah, Bane X a good guy, man.
I don't know. The Rock officially fucking retired. If you look at his Wikipedia page, and he's talking about coming back. I'm sorry. You're retired. Stay fucking retired. I mean, isn't there enough fucking old people in SCW already?
Yeah.
I mean, we just saw one get his ass hung up by a newer talent because he just wouldn't step aside.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. Even though I wasn't there, I got to see. The video clip's gone. I don't know if somebody wasn't supposed to put it out on social media, but all I gotta say is that was the best sight I've ever seen, is seeing Ivan Manson getting hung out to fucking dry, and then seeing Charlie, little Charlie Jr.
That was the first time I ever seen Charlie. Up. Yeah, I've never seen Charlie beat up before. And that's the first time I actually saw somebody get their hands on him.
And look, because Tiny looks like Charlie's dad. It looks like, Charlie forgot to clean up the basement or something, and Daddy got home from work and beat his ass.
Well, I was gonna see about getting Charlie and Ivan on here, but I guess that's not gonna happen now.
Oh, get them on here and let me on here with them.
Yeah. Oh fuck! But yeah, so Ivan was supposed to take on Tiny. It somehow turned into a chain match that just didn't go through. Ivan got wheeled out on a stretcher, so I haven't heard any.
First time that ever happened in SCW, somebody getting stretchered off. So apparently Scott Spade and Tiny know what they're doing.
Yeah. And you know what? It's Scott Spade is going for the JPH's SCW heavyweight title this Saturday. Is that correct?
Yeah. Or no, Friday. Friday night.
Friday at POW, POWW.
Yeah, it's way up, fucking way up north.
Yeah. So hopefully JPH kind of has his focus is on Spade, because we've seen what Spade's capable of. And I haven't got any updates or any responses from what happened with Ivan. So we hope for a speedy recovery. Like I said, maybe when he's feeling a little bit better, I'm assuming it might be a little bit hard to talk at the moment. He could come on the show and kind of talk with us and everything. A couple other things.
I like not to interrupt you, but
no, but you're doing it anyways. Go for it.
Yeah, I know. Cause see, you overtalk me, so I'm trying to get my. I'm like the guys at AEW. I got to get my shit in.
Well, I know, but you also got to keep in mind we're on a time crunch, man. We're 45 minutes into a show. We still got to talk about PPW.
Looking at the time.
We still got to talk. Yeah, I mean, come on now, brother.
All right,
give me 30 go get your shit in. All I can say is shit in, brother. Get your shit in.
All I can say is, honestly, there's a big part of me that wants to see Scott Spade win that fucking SCW title and be the 2-belt Spade. And take that SCW title and kind of maybe polish it up a little bit, because it's been tarnished lately of the people who've been wearing it.
Well, I know you're not talking about 3-time SCW heavyweight champion.
Oh, Jesus Max Christ! Max who?
Yeah,
where's he been?
He's probably busy, man. He's probably like fucking movie star famous now. He's got shit he's got to deal with.
Oh, Maxi Pad.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you!
I did.
Maybe Max Holiday will end up being on one of those tag teams. Money's money.
I never thought of that.
Right?
Oh, you'll be in heaven. Are you going to be in attendance this month at the show?
I should. I should. I'm off work. As long as the date doesn't change, I should be there. Yeah.
All right. Well, then, if Max Holiday shows up, you can stand up and cheer and give him flowers, blow him kisses like you usually do.
Don't think I won't.
He'll bite you in the ring, so you can basically, jerk him off, and there you go. The match is over.
And they called it puppy love.
Yeah. You want to bring a puppy in, that's up to you. You sick something bitches.
Oh, shit. All right, Steve. Phoenix Pro Wrestling is having a show on. Before we get to that, guys, if you haven't noticed, I am wearing one of our amazing JFW shirts. Where freaking is my second favorite F word. And this shirt can be bought by you if you just go to tpublic.com, TEPUBLAC.com, and search JFW. I'm not sure if you guys have checked out our Facebook page yet, but these shirts and all our merchandise is on sale until the end of the week of this week. So let's say August 4th. So the merchandise is on sale until August 6th. So this show's being released Thursday. Or was it Wednesday? Let's say Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Holy shit!
Because I had to cancel for 2 days.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You monster. So Thursday morning, this show gets released. That's gonna give you guys 24 hours from the release date of this show to get your merchandise 35% off. Which means, Steve, you get a banner to hang behind you for a cost. For a cheaper cost.
I thought I was getting provided that, but
I know, right? It's crazy where you think that would happen.
who am I? I thought it was in the contract.
No. Things like that don't happen that way. Hell no. But anyways, you guys can get your own merchandise at TeePublic.
There you go.
You guys get your own merchandise at TeePublic, TEPUBLAC.com. Search JFW. Pick up your merch: T-shirts, coffee mugs, posters, banners, wall art, notebooks, notepads, computer cases, cell phone cases, traveling mugs, anything you want there, stickers, pins, and magnets, all there. Pick out any
notebooks. Back to school supplies. There you go.
Back to school supplies. We need pens. We should have pens that we could throw out to fans and shit.
There you go. Pens, pencils.
All right. Phoenix Pro Wrestling presents Crossfire. That is on September 4th, 2021 at the Holman American Legion Post 284 in Holman, Wisconsin. Doors open at 6:30. Bell times at 7. $10 for adult tickets, $5 for children, and any child under 5 is free for the show.
Nice.
They follow CDC guidelines where, masks are optional. Just make sure, if you're wearing a mask, so people are wearing masks. If you're not wearing a mask, hey, whatever. I don't get to tell you what to do. I'm not that guy. I'm not up there yet. Maybe one day.
Yet. You may be.
Maybe one day. Let me go through some of these matches. Some of you guys may be new to you guys. One person in particular is known to Steve. But we got matches like the Black Hand Drew Bronson taking on Just Jake. We have Just Jake.
Just Jake.
It's kind of like that guy who's at that Warrior Wrestling. You said who I was supposed to know. Something like
Jake something.
There we go. Just Jake something. There's a tag team match. Night Court taking on Maverick and a mystery partner. We have Robbie McCann taking on a mysterious opponent, an opponent who hasn't been announced yet. That is for the PPW World Heavyweight title. We have the PPW Tag Team title match of the Unleashed taking on Pain and Pleasure. Pain and Pleasure is the current PPW Tag Team champions.
I love that team. That's my team, and I don't even ever seen them wrestle. I just love the name.
United States 6-man tag title match. You got the champions No Coast taking on the Disciples of Darkness. You got me clicking out of the list of matches because I'm a jagoff. You got the NAW TV title match where Crazy Scott is going to take his title, put up against the line against a mystery opponent. A lot of mystery opponents here, Steve. So I'm excited for that. I'm a little excited for that though because who knows who pops up.
I was getting ready to say that's like the third mystery opponent.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
God,
because anything can happen in World Wrestling Federation.
Leave Jesus. Leave them in suspense.
Right?
Maybe Vacant will show up for the title.
We got a last luchador standing match for the PPW Legacy title. Champion
again. How many fucking titles does this company have?
Well, PPW does have a bunch of titles of their own, but also they merge their shows with NAW, so there's also NAW title matches.
And I get, but I was like, God damn.
I say, man, that's a lot of titles. There's a whole lot of titles. You got a tag team title, you got a 6-man title, you got a heavyweight title, you got a legacy title, there's a television title. I'm telling you right now, there's probably about 4 more matches they gotta talk about, and I bet there's more titles. And yes, that's a lot of titles, but I love title matches because you know what? I love title changes, and there's opportunities for them here, such as Debbie Locke could lose his title to Pretty Boy Chomp.
Pretty Boy Chomp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like a blend of Shark Boy and Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Let's see here. Looks like also in attendance we're going to see your old homeboy Aaron. Is that Aaron Xavier? Not Aaron Xavier. What's his fucking Xavier Cross? There we go. Xavier Cross.
I'm telling you, man, that the cross effect would be a great gimmick. I talked to him about that when he was down here at SCW. It's almost like what CM Punk did at Straight Edge Society.
Yeah.
But instead of you go out, you bless them with like holy water and they like fall back and shit. Like those TV evangelists used to be. Actually, they still are, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, he hasn't been announced yet, but he is also a PPW champion, so I'm not sure what title he is. Let them have their titles, bro.
All right, I'm sorry. You know how that's why I'm Illinois' most hated wrestling fan, because I bitch about wrestling, but I watch it, but I bitch about it.
Right. September 4th, 2021 at Holman, Wisconsin's American Legion. I think you guys know it, but Intensity is August 28th at the Shaban Civic Center. Wrapping up the show, let's talk about Warrior Wrestling. That's at the Marian Catholic High School in Chicago Heights, Illinois. 21st, right? 21st of August?
Yes, August 21st.
Okay. Go ahead and kind of talk about Warrior Wrestling. I'll give some of the matches that I've seen so far.
All right. Because you had the best match probably be that night would be New Japan star Jay White. You know, I know some people don't know who he is. Get New Japan World streaming service. You can go back. You can go back and watch matches with Bruiser Brody on there. That's how far back they go. I think AEW star Brian Cage gonna be there. I haven't heard no more about any like major stars. A lot of well-known independent guys though.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you got the card? Go ahead and hit the matches because I ain't got it brought up on my phone.
Yeah, so obviously they're posting it sporadically through their Facebook page, so I just want to make sure I get all the ones that have been announced. But, okay. So I'm going to start. Okay. Here we go. Kylie Ray is taking on Thunder Rosa.
Yes, Kylie Ray, Thunder Rosa.
Okay. Let's see. Thunder Rosa is the hottest name in women's wrestling right now. She's been NWA champ and is now all elite. But is she a warrior? We'll find out August 21st. This match we originally announced months back, and after a delay and a lot of news, it is on. Okay, so there's that one.
He's a leader. Be a good match.
I think so. I love Thunder Rosa. I think her match with Baker was phenomenal. That street fight match.
Oh hell yeah! Phenomenal. Oh hell yeah!
He is a leader of Bullet Club, a former IWGP champion, a world-traveled wrestling sensation. He has main evented the Tokyo Dome and Madison Square Garden. He has descended upon our shores for New Japan Pro Wrestling's resurgence at the LA Coliseum. He has invaded Impact to confront Kenny Omega. I'm assuming they're talking about Sammy Adonis. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And now, for the first time in 4 years, and one of only a few times in his career, he attacks the American independent scene. Switchblade Jay White. Why Switchblade?
That's his. Yeah, Switchblade. His finishing move, I guess you could call is it's like the Sister Abigail, what Bray Wyatt used to do.
You know what he kind of looks like though? Oh God, who's the hell is that indie wrestler from back in the day? I want to say his name was Jason Hades.
Jason Hayes. He's still around.
Well, it's pronounced Hades, but yeah.
Hades.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to
that's what that's what this guy looks like. This guy looks like one of the cast of the Mighty Ducks grown up.
Really, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Switchblade Jay
White.
White.
Fucking history work on Jay White. God damn it.
Switchblade Jay White comes to Warrior Wrestling Saturday, August 21st. Standing before him will be the man who has stolen many Warrior Wrestling events, the world-traveled veteran, CMLL and All Japan alumnus, who is currently terrorizing AAA and the NWA, the one and only Sam Adonis. Sam Adonis also looks like if Rhino and the Genie had a baby, so that's cute.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? It's crazy. After his first successful event, oh my God. I hope they don't have me announcing at this fucking high voltage. After his first successful defense in June against Lee Moriarty, Trey Miguel faces a huge challenge for the World Warrior Wrestling Championship on August 21st in Chicago. What's his name? Something? Jake Something. Trey Miguel takes on Jake Something and putting the Warrior Wrestling Championship on the line.
Hell yeah.
And let's see, here's the last match, but it looks like they kept adding people. So let's
they did. It's like I think it's a gauntlet match.
Some of that. We'll just start at the bottom here. An insane 6-man Scrabble match for a future shot at a Warrior Wrestling title. Brian Cage gets the first spot and handpicks his opponents. Welcome to the GMS. He may get my shot invitational. Cool. Okay. The second competitor in the GMS has been revealed. It's Impact and NJPW star TJP. For those of you who don't know, that is the former Suicide from NXT or TNA. My bad.
Also, he was when he on WWE.
Yeah, he was TJP.
Oh, he kept the same name. Okay.
I'm assuming those are his legit initials.
Something I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, that's not indie wrestling, bro. That's not indie wrestling. You wouldn't know. I don't expect you to know. The GMS has just been blessed. KC Navarro joins Brian Cage and TJP in the incredible scramble match for the Future Warrior title. Join the Dark Order. Alan 5 Angels has joined the GMS for a future shot at the Warrior Wrestling Championship.
Yeah, hopefully they announce some more matches. Shit.
Yeah, they didn't mention who the hell this guy is, though. I don't know who that guy is.
You can watch it on Fight TV, too, I believe.
Really? Dante, it's set. On August 21st, the World Wrestling Stadium Series in Chicago, these 6 athletes will compete in the GMS Scramble match for the title. Plus Thunder Rosa, Kylie Ray, and who cares? Who's this guy? So TJP, we got that. Cage, I got that. Navarro?
Hold on.
Oh, I don't know who this guy is. I know 5 Angels. We got that. TJP, I got that. Cage, okay. I don't know who the world I live in. I don't know who the guy in the cowboy hat is, the guy who in the red shirt is, and the one guy off to the left there. One of them's Navarro, one of them's Martin.
The one off to the left is God, he wrestles on AEW. I can't remember his name.
Right.
Shit. Hold on. Here comes my technical support. Who's that? She knows more than I do sometimes.
Well, it's either Navarro, Martin, or Hopkins.
Him?
Mm-hmm.
Dante.
That's Dante off to the left.
Dante what? Navarro, Martin, or Hopkins?
Alan 5 Angels.
Yeah.
That's TJP. That's KC Navarro.
KC Navarro's in the pink and the red.
Okay.
Sure. Yes, KC Navarro. And I don't know who.
Cowboy hat, I'm not sure.
Hold up.
Okay. Well, it's either Martins or Hopkins. I don't know. No, shit.
All right, go ahead. You can take your phone.
Okay.
Well, they got 2 weeks left to post more matches, so I'm excited to see who else they got.
Yeah, I'm hoping Lance Archer comes out there. I was a big fan of his when he was in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Davey Boy Smith Jr., the Elite Killing Squad. Man, they were badasses over there.
See here. So it is Saturday, August 21st. Doors open at 6:30. Bell times at 7. If you get the VIP Fan Fest, that is 5 to 6:30. It's at Marian Catholic High School at 700 Ashland Avenue in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Field tickets are $47.50. Bleacher tickets are $32.50. The VIP Fest is $75. Season passes for the summer is $300. Kids under 16 are free with a paying adult. Parking included in ticket price.
Yep. That it?
Well, let me see here, Steve. We talked about Descension. We talked about Insanity. I brought up High Voltage. We talked
Intensity.
about what did I say?
Intensity. Insanity.
Well, maybe they should have a pay-per-view called Insanity.
There you know
what? You know why I keep forgetting that it's called Intensity? Because I haven't seen enough of it out of Hunter Payne to remember it. So that's probably what it is. But that dude is fucking insane.
Why don't you get him on this show?
Because the last thing I need for him to do is to show up on video with his phone upside down because he doesn't know how fucking landscape works.
Get him on this show. I haven't talked to him in a while. I like to talk to him.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we'll get him on in a couple weeks. I do want to still get Paul Bork, who is the who runs PPW, on the show. We gotta get that set up. A lot of moving parts here with JFW, and you can catch all of what's going on with JFW on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram just by searching Just Freaking Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. You can find this show released in audio form on Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music. All you do is search JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling, as well as finding the video because you can see the pixelated freak that's in front of me here. Hey, he's back. So I think for now I'm just gonna try. If I can call you a pixelated freak, yeah. What do you keep doing that? So I guess you just gotta keep your arms down. All right, throw your arms up. Oh, now it's just working. It's working because we're about to end. That's the problem.
Right.
Well, you can catch the video form of our show on YouTube at Just Freaking Wrestling. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments for the show, either from me or Steve here, you can email us at jfwpodcast@yahoo.com. You can message us on Facebook at JFW Podcast, or if you're watching the video, you can leave a comment at the bottom of the video, and we'll respond to you there because it's just what we do.
Please leave comments, negative or good.
Absolutely, please leave comments.
More negative.
And if you guys know of an independent wrestling company out there that you would love to have us talk about, let us know as well, because we want to try to grab as many Midwest independent wrestling businesses as we can so we can get it out there in podcast form. So if you know of anyone else who has a podcast and wants us to discuss it, please let us know. Message us on Facebook at JFW Podcast so we know for the future. And we kind of get something worked out there too, because we do want to visit more wrestling companies. So, Steve, did I miss anything? Is there anything else you would like to talk about independent-wise before we wrap up today?
No, I say we wrap it up for today.
Awesome. Cool. We will touch base again next week. I know we said we were going to talk about some history of independent wrestling on this episode, but there's just so much going on independent-wise today that we just didn't get to it. But we will get to it. We are going to pull some knowledge out of Steve's big-ass head there and talk about some things that happened back when he was a kid, when, 70s were a little different. So, Steve, tell everyone what they need to hear.
This podcast is over like most wrestlers wish they would. See ya.
There you go.